Hello everyone, my name is Shivam Batra and today we will do chapter number 7 of class 9th, that is triangles. So this chapter is all about the congruency. We have all studied congruency in class 7th. So we will discuss about the congruency in this chapter. How to prove congruency in triangles. Clear everyone? So the chapter name is triangles. So first property we have to study is the congruent figures. So what are congruent figures? Figure whose shapes and sizes are both same. Those figures which are exact copy of each other in every aspect, that is shape and size, those figures are called congruent figures. For example, there are some examples written here. Two bangles of same size. So two bangles of same size, that is they will be in circular shape. So these two bangles will fit each other when they are placed above one another. So we will say that these two bangles, that is these two shapes, these two circular shapes are congruent. Next, two ATM cards issued by same bank. For example, ATM cards of SBI bank are same. That means in respect of shape and dimension, the information written on the card can be different, but the shape and sizes are same. So we can say that ATM cards of same bank are congruent. Next, two maths NCERT books of class 9. So all the books of maths class 9th are same. If we place book one on another, they exactly fit each other. So these are also congruent. Two 5 rupee coin issued in same year. So all the 5 rupee coin issued by the government of India, they are all congruent. That is, if we put one coin on the another, they exactly fit each other. They are equal, same in every aspect, that is shape and size. So all these figures which are exactly same in respect, shape and sizes, they are called congruent figures. In this chapter we have to study about congruency of triangles. So we will discuss various rules how to prove congruency in the two triangles. So this was all about the meaning of congruency. Now we will study about the rules to prove congruency in triangles. So let's study about the rules to prove congruency in triangles. So first rule is SSS, that is side, side and side. This rule states that two triangles are said to be congruent if all the three sides of one triangle are equal to all the three sides of second triangle. To understand it better, let us draw two triangles here. For example, triangle ABC, and this is triangle PQR. Let us say this is triangle PQR. Clear everyone? So these are two triangles here. So according to this rule, all the three sides of first triangle, that is AB, BC and AC, should be equal to all the three sides of the second triangle, that is of triangle PQR. So to satisfy this rule, AB should be equal to PQ, BC will be equal to QR and AC will be equal to PR. So here we can see that all the three sides here of first triangle are equal to all the three sides of second triangle. So if this rule is satisfied, so we say that the triangles are congruent. And how to write congruency? Triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR. So this is the sign we use to represent the congruency here. This is the congruency sign. So all the sides, three sides of first triangle are equal to sides of second triangle. So this was rule SSS, side, side, side. Now we will study about the second rule, SAS, that is side angle side. So this rule states that two triangles are said to be congruent if two sides and the included angle. What is the included angle? The angle which is lying between the equal sides of one triangle are equal to two sides and included angle of the other triangle. So here two triangles are drawn, triangle ABC and PQR. For example, AB is equal to PQ and AC is equal to PR. This side is equal to this and this is AC equal to PR here. Now two sides are equal and one included angle. What is included angle? The angle lying between these two equal sides. That is, angle A should be equal to angle P. So if these conditions are satisfied, we say triangles are congruent. ABC congruent triangle PQR under the rule SAS. That is side angle side. So SAS rule is only satisfied when two sides and the included angle are equal of first triangle and the second triangle. Clear everyone? So this was rule SAS. Now we will study the third rule, ASA, that is angle side angle. Two triangles are congruent if two angles and included side. Now we have to take two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two sides and included angle side of, it will be side here, equal to two angles and included side of second triangle. So let us suppose these are two triangles here, triangle ABC and PQR. So according to the rule, two angles, let us say angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R. These two angles are, two pairs are equal here. Now two angles are equal and the side included. Included side means the side lying on these two angles, that is side BC. This should be equal to QR. So two angles and the included side, ASA. So this is the rule ASA. So we will say triangle ABC congruent triangle PQR under the rule AS. So this was rule angle side angle. Now let's see rule number 4 here, angle side, AAS rule. If two angles and a corresponding side of one triangle are equal to two sides and two angles and one side of second triangle, then triangles are said to be congruent. Clear? So this is very much similar to ASA rule. In ASA also there were two angles and the included side, but here there are two angles but the side is not the included side. The side is from the rest of the two sides other than included side. So here let us see triangle ABC and PQR. Suppose angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C equal to angle R. These two angles are equal. And now we cannot take the included side. Let us take some another side here, that AB is equal to PQ. So two angles and one side. So this rule will be AAS, triangle ABC congruent triangle PQR under the rule angle side. This is angle and this is side. So this was angle side rule. Last is RHS rule. RHS rule is defined in right triangles. So if in two right triangles hypotenuse and one side of a triangle are equal to hypotenuse and one side of other triangle, then the triangles are said to be congruent. So let us draw two right triangles here. This is triangle ABC, right angled at B. This is PQR, right angled at Q. So here we can see that angle B is equal to angle Q because they are of 90 degree each. If the hypotenuse are equal, that is AC is equal to PR, and one side of these two triangles, let us say AB is equal to PQ. So this is right angle R, this is hypotenuse H, and this is side S. So we will say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR under the rule RHS. RHS means right angle, H means hypotenuse, S means side. So these were 5 rules to prove the congruency in two triangles. And one more topic is there, that is CPCT. CPCT refers to corresponding parts of congruent triangles. This rule states that if two triangles are congruent, then remaining parts of one triangle are equal to corresponding parts of the second triangle. In triangle there are total 6 parts, 3 sides and 3 angles. But we have just seen that in all the rules SSS, SAS, ASA, AAS and RHS, we need only 3 parts to prove the congruency of triangles. Here 3 sides, 2 sides and 1 angle, here 2 angles and 1 side, and so on. So only 3 parts are required to prove the congruency of triangles. So what about the rest of the 3 parts? Since there are total 6 parts here, so once we have proved triangles congruent, then we can equate the remaining parts of the two triangles. So this rule states that if two triangles are congruent, we have proved that the triangles are congruent, then the remaining parts, 3 parts are already equal, the remaining 3 parts will be also equal according to this rule, that is CPCT. So this was theoretical part for exercise 7.1. Now we will start exercise. So let's see question number 1 of exercise 7.1. Here 2 triangles are given, triangle ABC and triangle ABD. Here these 2 triangles have common base, they have common base AB, and it is given in the question that this AB bisects angle A. That means this whole angle is bisected, and if the angle is bisected, this will be divided into 2 equal parts, 1 and 2. So we can write angle 1 is equal to angle 2 because AB is bisector of angle A. It is given in the question. So we have to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. So let's start. So first of all, pick the 2 triangles in triangle ABC and triangle ABD. Now we have to look for 3 equal parts to prove the congruency of triangles. We have different rules here: SSS, SAS, AAS, ASA and RHS. So let's see which rule is satisfied here. So first of all, it is given that AC equal to AD. So write the reason in the bracket here because it is given in the question. Next, angle 1 is equal to angle 2. This is also given in the question. And third, we can see that this side AB is common in the both the triangles. So AB will be equal to AB because this is common side in the 2 triangles. So 3 parts are equal. Now we can see that triangles will be congruent. But first of all, we have to look which rule is satisfied here. So 2 sides are there and 1 angle is there. So we have to see whether the angle is the included angle or not. So this is the side, this is the side. So this is the angle between these 2 sides. So angle 1 is the included angle. So from here we can write triangle ABC congruent triangle ABD under the rule side angle side. So this rule will be satisfied here. So this was question number 1. Let's see question number 2 now. See the figure here. This is the figure. It is given in the question that AD is equal to BC. These two sides are equal here. Angle DAB means that this complete angle A is equal to angle CBA, that is this complete angle B here. So these two angles are equal. We have to prove three parts. First of all, we have to prove triangles congruent, and from that we have to prove further two parts here. So first of all, we will prove the triangle congruent here. So which triangles we have to prove? In triangle ABD and triangle BAC. So ABD, this is the triangle here. This is triangle ABD and triangle ABBAC. This is the triangle BAC. Clear everyone? So these two triangles we have to prove congruent. So we will look for the three parts here. First of all, we can see that AD is equal to BC. This is given in the question. Second, angle A is equal to angle B. This is also given. Angle DAB is equal to angle CBA. And last, we can see that this side is common here. AB is equal to AB, common. So three parts are equal, so we can say that triangles are congruent. Triangle ABD congruent triangle BAC. Now we have to look which rule is satisfied here. So two sides are here, one angle is here. So this is side, angle, side, because the angle is the included angle. So two sides and one angle. So this will be SAS. So first part is completed. Now we have to prove BD equal to AC. So write as ABD congruent triangle BAC. As triangle ABD congruent triangle BAC. We have just proved that, and we have studied that if the triangles are congruent, all the remaining parts of first triangle are equal to the remaining parts of the second triangle. So triangles, we have proved that these two triangles are congruent. Now we can see that BD is a part of triangle ABD. This is the part BD here, and AC is the part of triangle BAC. So we can write BD equal to AC by CPCT. Congruent, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. And also for the third part here, again triangle is congruent. So we can use the rule CPCT here. So we have to prove triangle ABD. So ABD part is a part of triangle ABD, and angle BAC is part of triangle BAC. This will be equal according to the rule CPCT. So first prove the triangles congruent, then prove the remaining parts equal. So this was question number 2. Now the question number 3 here. See the figure. There are two triangles here. AD is equal to BC, and these two angles, that is angle A and B, are of each 90 degree. So we have to prove that CD bisects AB. This line CD bisects AB. So AB is bisected. So we have to prove that O is the midpoint here. If O is the midpoint, then OA should be equal to OB. Then we can say that AB is bisected. So we will prove here that OA is equal to OB. That means CD bisects AB. So let's start the question here. So we will prove these two triangles congruent. So in triangle AOD and triangle BOC, we can see that AD is equal to BC. It is given. Angle A and angle B are equal because they are of each 90 degree. And now we have to look for the third part. So here we can see that these two angles form vertically opposite angles, and we know that pair of vertically opposite angles are equal. So here we can see angle 3 will be equal to angle 4. Vertical opposite angles. So we will write triangle AOD congruent triangle BOC. Now look for the rule. Which rule is applied here? Two angles and one side, and this side is not the included side. This is angle, and this is side. So the rule will be AAS, that is. And now the triangles are congruent, we can equate the remaining parts of both the triangles. So OA will be equal to OB by the rule CPCT, or we can see that write that CD bisects AB. So this was question number 3 of exercise 7.1. So in the next video we will take the next 3 questions. Till then, like, subscribe and share. Thank you so much.